Hi all, welcome to Om Shritara. We all know about lotus. We've heard about lotus, right? So lotus is a what lotus represents prosperity, harmony in the family. Lotus represents happiness, togetherness. So if you're living in a family where you're having an issue with your one of your family member, or you want harmony in your house, as soon as there's a lot of people, they'll say, madam, I'm not able to go inside my house. As soon as I enter, there's some problem or the other. It's bothering me so much. I'm not able to concentrate on my work or my business because there's some rackets that my family members are throwing. There's always a fight. There's no peace of mind when I go home. So hence I'd like to stay in office and finish up my work and then go home, towards late night, and then I can go right away and sleep, not get involved in the family issues. So in that case, if you have a lotus picture in your house, or a crystal lotus like this, this is a glass crystal lotus. If you keep this if you keep gazing at it and then go back to sleep, this is based on psychosymbology. This gets entered in your subconscious mind, and then it will do whatever the things that you want to do, what you want to achieve. So in that case, lotus is a symbol of prosperity, happiness and togetherness, harmony in the family. So it gives you growth also. It doesn't mean it has to be growth in your business, or growth in a relationship also can be achieved. So in olden days, lotus has been part of everything. Even if they put kolam or rangoli outside their house, the main design will be lotus. Lotus is a special flower, even to give as an offering to deity. So if you see our deities, mostly they are represented with lotus flowers. Either they will be sitting there. A lot of gods and goddesses will be seated on a lotus. So if you take Mahalakshmi, she will be seated on a pink lotus or a red lotus. And then Saraswati, Ma Saraswati, she is goddess for knowledge and wisdom. She'll be seated on a white lotus. If you take Mahavishnu, from his navel there's a lotus stem that goes on, and then Brahma seated there. So lotus is associated with so many of our Hindu culture and mythologies, and there's so much story about it. So we can call it as a queen of flowers amongst the flowers. So lotus is a special offering for even at the temple for us. If you take white lotus, which is where Ma Saraswati sits on it or resides on it, represents knowledge, studies, education, wisdom. So those who are having a problem to understand subject, or students who are not able to cope up with their subjects, or not able to understand a particular subject, or students are not there for some reason, the study is getting discontinued, or there's always some type of obstacle or hurdle for them to write an exam. All those things can be cleared off if you follow this psychosymbology, and then you just have to gaze the lotus. Even if you have a picture, that's absolutely fine. So you need, for education, study, not just education, it could be anything that you want to learn, be it dancing, creative art, painting, or music, anything. Or if you want to learn cooking, baking, anything that you want to learn. So this white lotus represents learning. So if you keep gazing at it before you go to sleep, and then close your eyes and go directly to sleep, you can sit on a bed, on your bed, and do it. If you're doing it during the day, you have to gaze it for 10 to 15 minutes, after which you have to lay down, keeping your eyes closed, not think about anything, and just fall asleep for half an hour, and then you can get back to your normal life. Similarly, pink lotus is where Mahalakshmi sits. Mahalakshmi is goddess of prosperity, money, abundance. So if you keep gazing at it, if you want financial growth in your life, if you want financial growth in your business, or you want to grow your business, this will be a perfect lotus for gazing at it. You can either have a statue or a little crystal lotus like this, or you can even gaze a picture in your mobile and you have to right away go to sleep. So pink represents for prosperity, abundance. White represents for anything that you want to learn or anything you want to excel in your education or in your field. Similarly, lotus is also associated with our seven major chakras. Each chakra is represented with a lotus petal. Example, there will be a four petal lotus, 8 petal lotus, 16 petal lotus in our body. So each chakra has number of petals on it. The the Sahasra chakra is the topmost in our body. After that, you have soul star and other things. We'll get back to it when we are in chakra class. But the Sahasra chakra, which is on top of your head, or crown chakra, is believed to have 1,000 petal lotus. So 1,000 petal lotus is what we have in Sahasra chakra, and it's also represented with the color blue or violet. So violet is the color. So if you see olden Buddha pictures or Buddha statues, there will be a lotus which has bloomed. It also helps you with enlightenment. So if you're into spiritual journey and this chakra has to be active and you are going through a physical spiritual journey, that lotus the violet lotus will bloom. So blue lotus is very rare to find, but there are blue lotus also, but it's extremely rare to find. But you can get these crystal lotus instead of a real lotus and then keep gazing at it, or if you can gaze at a picture also will work the same.